Hello, welcome back to my channel. So following my review on the Anisloan chalk paint, most of you guys were asking me where to get chalk paint. I haven't been able to find any locally, so I decided to show you guys this DIY. You only need 3 ingredients. You need unsanded grout, paint and water. So let's get into preparing our piece. So here we are sanding it down. I'm getting help from Mike. Mike is our painter, so he's just sanding down this cabinet because it was previously varnished. So you have to sand down the varnish so that the paint will be able to stick on the furniture. And then after sanding, you need to remove the hardware because we don't want the paint to go on them. Alternatively, you can just cover them up with masking tape. And you'll see on some parts we covered it with masking tape. And now on to how to mix our ingredients. We have matte emulsion paint. You can only use matte emulsion paint for this project. Do not use gloss paint or silk emulsion paint. So this is unsanded grout. I'll be using 2 tablespoons of unsanded grout. So here in the video I didn't really use a spoon, but that's the amount that I used. I'm just eyeballing because I'm good at that. So that's 2 tablespoons of unsanded grout, and then I'll add half a cup of water, and then we need to mix it up so that it forms a very smooth consistency. We don't want to mix the grout directly to the paint because then the paint is very thick and the grout is dry, like powdery. So you can imagine how that will be. That's why we are first mixing it with the water, and then we will mix it with the paint. So we are adding 2 cups of paint. This is a 1 liter tub of paint and we're using just half of it. So I could also say we are using half a liter of the paint. And then we need to mix this. Give it a thorough mixing so that all the 3 ingredients are mixed properly, and it needs to have a thick consistency. It's not gonna be light like the regular paint, like if you are painting a wall or something. So it needs to be very thick, and that's it. There we have our DIY chalk paint. Only 3 ingredients. This paint costed 500 shillings and this whole bag of grout costed 90 shillings. So basically we could say roughly 600 shillings for this. So if you're watching outside Nairobi, 600 shillings would be like $6. And this paint could be used for 2 of these cabinets because we only used half of the paint. Yeah, so you can see it's very cheap and it's very easy to make. Yeah, so next we are going to be painting our cabinet, and then later on we will distress it, and then we will apply wax. So you can see how the paint goes on. We're only going to be doing 1 coat of the paint because this paint is very thick, the consistency is very thick, and so the coverage is very good. Like you just put 1 coat of paint and you're good to go. So that's our cabinet, it's finished. So next step is to distress it. It just dried for like 45 minutes, and then we are going on to distressing, where we just be using a sandpaper to sand off the edges. So the secret to distressing, you can just like imagine if the furniture had to live for like 100 years, like what parts of it would be worn out. Basically, like if you knocked it over something, which parts of this piece would be knocked, you know, would have like bumps and all those knockouts and stuff. So those are the parts that we will be distressing, you know, like just in case you're wondering how to distress furniture, like what parts should you sand out, what parts should you not. So yeah, So for example, in the grooves, you leave it alone and then just sand the parts that are protruding out, so that when somebody looks at it, it looks like it has aged by itself. It doesn't look like somebody forced it to age, you know. So that's what I'm doing here, just showing you examples of parts that you can distress. And after distressing, finally, normally you seal chalk paint using wax. So for this project, we'll be using wax, you know, just the normal wax for furniture. The brand that I'm using here it's called Floor Shine. It's the one used for floors, but it works okay for this piece of furniture. So you can see the parts that I'm distressing. I'm not distressing parts that have grooves, I'm just distressing parts that are exposed. And then now the waxing, you just need to dip a piece of cloth in the wax, just a little bit, and then rub it on your furniture, sort of like if you are applying Vaseline on your skin. You don't want to put too much, because then it's going to be sticky and it's going to attract all the dust. You want it to be absorbed right into the furniture. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos. Bye.